need to, don't we? Just wouldn't get time to do it, okay. I just knew we had some stuff need to be put up. I knew you had some space in Little Arkansas, but not a lot, so we need some more space when we get a chance.
Alan's working on the deal to
Are they staying far enough away from our water line on their road? Okay.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, you had a question?
Yeah, I have two or three things.
Okay.
And thank you very much. I'll go back and say again what I've said before, that if there's any way that we can help you all in any way understand or be informed more on the state's FOIA, we're willing to do that, or try to get people for you. We're willing to do that for any board here in the county. Aradine, I got a request back on 3 vehicles, I believe, that were purchased. One of them was a GMC Sierra for $22,000, a little bit more. The other one for $14,000 and one for $6,000, but I don't have the bill of sale that proves the cost and for whom these were purchased. I need to get those.
Copy of the bill of sale?
For those 3 vehicles, right. Now, I want to make sure that you all, I suspicion this, I'll tell you what my suspicions are, that you're conducting business outside of board meetings. Now, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I want to make sure that you all know that you're being watched very closely. And I don't want any of you to find yourself in trouble. I would not want that. And I just want to throw that out. That's my suspicion. I don't speak for anybody except myself, that you all have been conducting some business and conversing with each other outside of this boardroom. If you are, you're violating the law. And there's some pretty severe penalties for that. So just let that, and I'd say this to any board here in the county. We had some big ticket items, Aradine, unaccounted for, and whoever put this together, and I think I've told Doug this, I compliment whoever put this together, the way it was put together, with the exception of there's some big ticket items on here that I guess Permy Excavating Company did that are not mentioned in terms of what they're about. And I need to know that.
And what report is that?
I've got that.
You've got it. But this is well done. And I compliment whoever did that. Doug, did you do that, or Melissa? But what you've got here is well done. And I would encourage you to keep very, very accurate records. I've asked for the minutes for the last 3 years, I believe. I haven't gotten those yet. I've also asked for the advertisement for bids for the last 10 years. Haven't gotten those yet. What do you all do when a board member is absent over 3 times? Have you ever replaced a board member? Or do they just say they'll serve and then don't come? What do you do? What's under your bylaws that you can do, or what have you done? I think your constituents, all 1,500, 1,600 of us would like to know that. Well, this is pretty important business that you all conduct. What do you do if someone doesn't show? Isn't there a board? I've been to 4 of these, I believe, and I think isn't there a board meeting, a member that has not been here time? That makes me wonder what's going on.
You've read the bylaws, Ray. You know what it says.
But what have you all done, though? Yes, I have. I've read the bylaws. Probably know them better than anybody in this room.
Yeah, you probably do. And you already know the answer to that.
But I know them better than Monty does.
It says in there that they can be replaced.
Yes.
If they're absent from being sick or something, I mean, it doesn't say you have to replace
Right,
them.
but what's been done? What's traditionally been done? Or has anything been done? Do you all as board members just attend when you want to, or without any fear of being replaced or concern of being replaced? I don't know. What's your tradition? What's your policy?
We usually all try to make it.
Who is your legal counsel?
We have two that we use and consult with. One is Mr. What's his name? Mom, in the back office here.
Mylon?
No, it's
Mom?
Mom.
Okay.
And then we have consulted with Don Bishop from time to time.
What do they charge per hour for their service?
It depends on what they're doing.
Typically, most attorneys will charge an hourly fee, no matter what they're doing, they'll set an hourly fee.
And it depends on what we need done at the time that we listed with him over some issues on that we saw him the last time.
Mom?
It's been a while. We just
I'd like to
have
have the cost for these two attorneys or anyone else you've used in the last 3 years. And break out the charges.
Do you need to put these requests in writing?
No, sir.
You realize
Good question.
This is a non-profit company and
I
our
realize,
employees are digging through dusty boxes.
Monty, I realize this is a public agency. Now, we've made that clear to you all.
Oh, yeah.
You're a public agency, you come under FOI.
That's right, we do.
And yes, sir, that's a good question.
But we only have so many
I
employees.
realize that, I understand that. And I've not harassed anybody
Let's get back
yet.
to-
Well, I'm answering his question, Eric. He has a good question. And Edwin had a good question. I've not harassed anybody or telephoned, I don't think, anybody that couldn't do it within three days. I understand that. And I
10
think-
10 years of records?
I understand that. I understand that.
On your
And
attorney,
again,
go ahead.
go ahead.
On your attorney, you're 3 years.
Yes. I'm saying you folks are under public scrutiny. You may not have been under public scrutiny in the past, but folks, let me tell you, you're under public scrutiny right now. And you're going to be under public scrutiny. And these are good, that's a good concern. It does take staff time. That's why I'm cautioning you folks to know what FOIA entails. Know what your rights are, know what the public's rights are, okay? And also know what you have to give out and what you don't have to give out.
But you're concerned about leaks. How can these guys do their job if they're going through storage boxes and dusting them off, looking for stuff
Monty, I
10 years old?
can't answer that, sir. I can't answer that. That's a question I can't answer. I can't do that. I don't know how.
So you want them going through dusty boxes instead
I
of
want
looking
the
for leaks?
information, however
Instead
they
of
get
looking
it.
for leaks.
I want the information, however they get it.
All right.
Have there been any water samples taken to see, are there water samples taken every so often? How often, Doug, are those taken?
There's 4 taken per month.
Are they, any of that published in the paper or anything? Do you publish your meetings like this in the paper or on the air or on television?
Yep, we do. You might check it out, YouTube.
Oh, is that Mr. Lair's report?
Oh,
that
no,
you
it's
did?
y'all's too.
Oh, okay.
It's all on.
Monty, I would say.
All our